Welcome to One India News Hour. Sealed security programs are not delivering the right level of risk view. 2020 has witnessed the threat landscape in India changing and evolving quickly. Data breaches, ransomware attacks, privacy failures, and other cybersecurity challenges are now on everyone's radar screen more than ever. Yet, most of the businesses are still struggling with effectively preparing for them. The challenges that continue to hold companies back include complex regulatory requirements, lack of alignment on security strategy, as well as cybersecurity and compliance maturity, frequent organizational changes, security skills shortages, uncertainty regarding security, best practices, and lastly, insufficient practice or plans for responding to a cybersecurity incident, that is, if they have an incident response plan at all. A recent study from IBM and Ponemon Institute highlighted that 41% of the respondents from India review and test their cybersecurity incident response plan only once each year. This is an alarming fact, specifically in the light of the current pandemic, since many organizations had to shift overnight to the hybrid work environment, leading to many unforeseen risks. Indian companies witnessed an average of Rs 140 million total cost of a data breach in 2020, an increase of 9.4% from 2019. Additionally, companies with fully deployed security automation were able to detect and contain a breach 27% faster than those with none. Going forward, the next wave of the tech security landscape will be enhanced by the new tech trends, helping organizations innovate and be prepared for all present and future uncertainties. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. Bharti Global and British government, the new owners of OneWeb. Sunil Bharti Mittal run Bharti Global, an overseas arm of Bharti, and the UK government took over the ownership of the broadband satellite communications company OneWeb, which is all set to recommence satellite launches after emerging from bankruptcy. OneWeb announced the new management for the company, where the billionaire and czar of telecom Sunil Mittal will be the executive chairman. According to a statement, launches will be continuing throughout 2021 and 2022, and OneWeb is on track to begin commercial connectivity services. Mittal said that by October next year, OneWeb will have 290 to 300 satellites available. IBM set its sights to buy Norwegian cloud startup NordCloud. IBM announced that it will acquire NordCloud, a Norwegian cloud consulting services provider, for an undisclosed amount. In October, IBM had said that it would be spinning off the 109-year-old company to help focus on cloud computing. Arvind Krishna, CEO, had acquired at least 5 startups from the hybrid cloud space since he assumed the role in April. Multi-crore financial fraud committed by the Amrapali Group CFO arrested. Amrapali is once again in line for wrong reasons. The Lucknow branch of the Enforcement Directorate arrested Chief Financial Officer of Amrapali Group Chandra Wadhwa from Delhi on charges of multi-crore financial fraud committed by the Amrapali Group. The charges include diversion of 42,000 home buyers' money in UP and National Capital Region, that is NCR. The ED had registered a case under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 against the firm in July 2019. Journalists' iPhones compromised working for Al Jazeera. The iPhones of 3 dozen journalists working for Al Jazeera were hacked using iMessage zero-click exploit to install spyware as part of a Middle East cyber espionage campaign. Researchers said personal iPhones of 36 journalists, producers, anchors and executives at Al Jazeera and a journalist at London-based Al Arabi TV were infected with Pegasus malware via a now-fixed flaw in Apple's iMessage. Pegasus is developed by Israeli private intelligence firm NSO Group and allows an attacker to access sensitive data stored on a target device, all without the victim's knowledge. It is reported that the exploit chain called Kismet, a zero-day present in iOS 13.5.1, could be used to break Apple's security protections. Citizen Labs said the 36 phones in question were hacked by 4 distinct clusters or NSO operations with probable ties to the Saudi and the United Arab Emirates governments. Microsoft also targeted of massive SolarWinds hack. Microsoft's systems were exposed as part of the suspected Russian cybersecurity hack that targeted SolarWinds and hit multiple government agencies. People familiar with the matter told Reuters. Microsoft's own products were used to further attacks on other victims by leveraging its cloud offerings. It is unclear how many Microsoft users were affected. The Windows maker, however, denied the threat actor had infiltrated its production systems to stage further attacks against its customers. 4 senior executives from diverse backgrounds joined White Hat Junior. To strengthen its leadership team, EdTech major White Hat Junior has roped in 4 senior executives from diverse backgrounds. The company has onboarded Trupti Makkar, former global business head for banking and financial services digital operations at Wipro as head of customer experience, Balaji Ramanujam as head of curriculum and learning experience, Vishnu Dutt Sharma, former CEO of Vidya Mandir Classes as head of global business, and Hemant Sachet, former vice president of HFCL Group as the chief financial officer. Karnataka consents to projects of nearly rupees 23,000 crores. The Karnataka government has approved investments of rupees 22,490 crores of 3 different proposals involving electric vehicles and lithium-ion battery manufacturing that have the potential to create nearly 5,000 new jobs. 2 proposals of Elest Private Limited of 14,255 crores and 6,339 crores of Elest Private Limited and 1,825 crores project by Hyonet Private Limited were cleared by the Chief Minister-led State High-Level Clearance Committee (SHLCC). Karnataka has been proactively approving new investments into the state to help ease its deeply distressed economic condition. The state is also trying to get more investments into renewable and sustainable energy-related projects and build Karnataka as an EV hub, and has also launched a policy to this effect. No UK flight can enter India till December 31st, fearing new COVID strain. All flights connecting the UK and India will remain suspended from 23rd December, Wednesday, till December 31st, the Civil Aviation Ministry said on Monday, in view of the emergence of a mutated variant of the coronavirus there, joining several other countries like Canada, Turkey, Belgium, Italy and Israel that have imposed a similar flight ban. Moreover, passengers coming from the UK through flights till Tuesday midnight would be tested for COVID-19 on arrival at airports as a measure of abundant precaution, the Civil Aviation Ministry said. The British government warned that the potent new strain of the virus was out of control and imposed a stringent new stay-at-home lockdown from Sunday. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said on Twitter that the passengers who are found COVID-19 positive would be sent for institutional quarantine set up by states or union territories. Those found negative should be advised to isolate at home for 7 days and will be medically monitored by states or UTs, Puri added. New malicious files detected every day in 2020, says Kaspersky. Kaspersky's detection systems, the global cybersecurity firm, discovered an average of 360,000 new malicious files every day over the past 12 months, a growth of 5.2% when compared to the same period previous year. Kaspersky, in its Security Bulletin Statistics of the Year report, said that the growth was driven mostly by the number of Trojans, malicious files capable of a range of actions including deleting data and spying, and backdoors, a specific type of Trojan that gives attackers remote control over the infected devices. Amazon is free to challenge the Future Group deal, says court. Reliance Industries agreed to buy Future Group, but Amazon objected. The Jeff Bezos-led company already got an order from a Singapore arbitrary stopping the deal between Mukesh Ambani and Kishore Biyani from progression. The response Future Group went to the Delhi High Court seeking it to stop the global e-commerce giant from interfering in the deal between. The court said the Amazon is free to challenge the deal and the spokesperson chose to highlight that part. We welcome the verdict of the Honorable High Court of Delhi injecting the interim injunction sought by the Future Retail and their claim that the emergency arbitrary process is invalid under Indian law, Amazon spokesperson told Business Insider. Summing up, most large organizations that already have significant security deployment would be looking to drive modernization and transformation of their tools to better cover the increased threat landscape. Organizations are optimizing and scaling their existing tools both in terms of newer use cases and newer detection scenarios being operationalized. All of these are leading to more coverage of their infrastructure across on-prem operational technology infrastructure as well as cloud infrastructure and services. Further, along with upscaling the tools output, organizations would also look to modernize the security insight exchange between these controls in a platform-based manner rather than the existing manual methods of information and security context sharing. With this, the companies are realizing that all the siloed security programs are not delivering the right level of risk view to them, and it is necessary to drive horizontal data analysis across all the security telemetry data that is available for the most critical resources in the organization, that is people, data and infrastructure. This leads to the heavy use of AI/ML within the realm of security, and moving forward, organizations will embrace the power of machine learning to help them monitor their risks across all security controls. There are mountings of security telemetry data available with all IT landscapes, and not all of this data is being analyzed and used for security monitoring and threat hunting. Experts expect that the automation and orchestration to be the core of security strategy, which could help to ensure that the detection incidents are addressed in a systematic and compliant manner. That's it for the day. Please download the VAR India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and analysis. Stay tuned. Thank you.